Hi everybody, welcome to episode 3 of the LegacyKnitz podcast. My name is Chelsea and I will be your host. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. If you're a new viewer, thank you for checking it out. I hope you enjoy. My name almost everywhere is Chelsea_knitz. That's knit spelled K-N-I-T-Z. And on Ravelry, my Ravelry username is ChelseaKnitz. Spelled the same way, just no underscore. I'll put it on the screen like I normally do. I also have a website, www.LegacyKnitz.com. The knits is spelled the same way, K-N-I-T-Z. Again, I'll put it up here for you guys. So basically, if you're a first-time viewer, I'm just doing this to become more involved in the knitting community and, I don't know, just kind of put myself out there and see what comes of it, because I'm pretty new to knitting and I love watching podcasts, and I figured, why not? So here we are. Christmas was 2 days ago, and I hope you guys enjoyed all of the time you had off. Hopefully you had time off. I hope you had time for knitting and spending time with your loved ones and eating a lot of food. That's pretty much what my husband and myself and my family and his family, we all kind of just did that. It was really relaxing this year, so it was nice. It was really nice. So yeah, I'd love to hear about your holiday, so if you want to comment, feel free. I try to do my best with answering the comments on the YouTube thingy comment section. So yeah, chat with me. I love chatting back. Okay, anyway. I'm just going to jump right into my works in progress. I don't have a ton of them because I've been working largely on one very large sweater, which if you guys follow me on Instagram or anywhere else, you know I've been working on it for a while, and unfortunately I did not make my Christmas Eve deadline that I was hoping for, but I tried. So anyway, I'm going to show you that one last because it's big and I'm going to have to move back from the screen and all of that. So something I've been working on a lot lately has been my Cozy Memories blanket, because my mother, who is Knit24 everywhere, I always forget to say that. My mom is Knit24 on Instagram, on Ravelry, everywhere. She has an awesome Periscope. You should definitely look her up. She Periscopes every day during the week religiously, sometimes on the weekend. But so she has been obsessed with her Cozy Memories blanket lately, and it's been rubbing off on me, which I don't hate. I kind of love it. So first, one of the things I got for Christmas from my parents was a project bag, and it's so cute. It's Dr. Seuss, which I love. I think it's the same on the front as it is on the back, but just in case. And it's a good size, and it's got a really sturdy handle on it, which hopefully you can see. Yeah, I think you can. A really sturdy handle on it. This was actually made by one of my mom's good friends, Cindy. I don't know that she sells them anywhere yet, or if she's planning on it, but if she is, I'll be sure to post the information somewhere. But it's a good sized bag. I mean, it's huge. So this is what I'm housing my Cozy Memories blanket in for right now. So I just started my Cozy Memories blanket, so it's not super huge, but I don't know. I feel like I've made a good amount of progress for me. I haven't done any of the weaving in of the ends or anything, but this is what it looks like. Hopefully you guys can get a good idea of colors. So I've used a couple of unicorn tails for this. This was a unicorn tail. This was a unicorn. This one I became obsessed with. I think I need to get a full skein of it because I don't know. Oh yeah, that's a good view. It's just I've said in episodes past, and for any of you that haven't watched them, I love tonal colored yarns, or tonal dyed yarns. I don't know, I find them so interesting. So I really want to get a full skein of this. It's Madeline Tosh, I think. I don't remember. It's like a neon peach. I don't know what the actual colorway is called, but I'll put it on the screen. So yeah, and a lot of these I get from my mom's old projects. This one I think was called Peppermint Bark. The brown, and it's sparkly. Oh, is it sparkly? Yeah, it's sparkly. So yeah, I enjoyed that. Yeah, I'm just having a really fun time with it, and I think it looks really cute, and I haven't quite determined how large I want to make my blanket yet. My mom is doing something like almost 800 squares. She wants it to be for the top of her king-size bed. We tried to do the math, and it was like if you did one a year for 2 years, you would almost be done. So it's an undertaking, but if anybody can do it, she can. I have 16. It's like washcloth. So we'll see. I might make one more as like a couch throw, or I don't know yet. But anyway, this has been one of the big things that I've been working on. So yeah, that is one of my works in progress. The other work in progress that I've been working on, not so much these last few days because the sweater has kind of overtaken that, but just kind of my everyday, if I just want to knit mindlessly, and I've shown this before, is my hitchhiker, and I'm getting really close to the end of my proverbial rope, or literal rope, I suppose. This is a Zen Garden yarn. It's a one-of-a-kind colorway. It was my birthday yarn, but it's getting pretty big. Let's see. I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys the whole thing, but it's getting big. I can't wait. I was talking to my mom the other day, and I was telling her how once I get this sweater off my needles, because that has to be the first thing that comes off my needles in the new year, has to be. Once I get that off, I kind of want to just whip through. I kind of just want to go through all of my projects that I have now and just get them off the needles and start fresh. Because I think it would just feel so good to have empty needles, and I have quite a bit of stash enhancement that I got for the holidays, so to have all of that and all of the empty needles just laid out in front of me, and it's so exciting to think about. Endless possibilities. Just go on to Ravelry and just cast on everything. I'm getting so excited thinking about it. So, I've had so much fun knitting this, but I'm ready. It's a lot of back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, but so that's the other thing I've been largely working on. And this one is just in my How the Grinch Stole Christmas project bag, which I don't want to retire quite yet, because until the new year is here, I kind of stay in the Christmas spirit. So yeah, and I think you guys have seen this. This is going to show up backwards because I don't know how to fix it. So yeah. Let me see. Okay, I guess let me see, is that all? Oh. Excuse me. Got some funky, I had a cold, now it's kind of clearing itself out, and it's just there still. Shoot, oh, this is what I was going to grab. So I have one more work in progress that I want to show you before I show you the sweater. It's one that you guys have all seen, and I tried to cast on Clue 3 on Christmas Day. It's my doodler, and I tried to cast on Clue 3, and I counted the stitches wrong by 3 stitches. 3. For anybody that has cast on or knit clue 3 of the doodler knows that it is 300 plus stitches that you're casting on. It's not going to show up well because it's still on the needle. I refuse to rip it out. But I did the first row. You can kind of see the third color, and I did it all, and I was off by 3 stitches. So I really need to go back and rip that row out without frogging the whole third clue, which could be challenging. Picking up 300 stitches is not fun. It's not fun. And I'm just feeling a little bit frustrated with this one. And I was so excited to get this clue going because I was really excited. It was Christmas Day. I was just going to do fun knitting. I wasn't going to work on the sweater unless I wanted to. And I cast on the perfect amount of stitches. We kind of figured out that, okay, you have to pick up a stitch for every stitch on the I-cord has to be a stitch that you pick up. I was really excited about that, and I counted them, and I counted them perfectly. And then when I went to go start row 1 of clue 3, I realized that I shouldn't have counted the 3 stitches, the last 3 stitches that you pick up on the setup row. I might have just babbled for a really long time, and it might not have made sense, but that's what I did. And I'm very frustrated because I was so looking forward to having fun and starting the first wedge. And I honestly don't understand how clue 3 is going to be wedges, because every picture I've seen, it just looks like big chunky stripes, you know, along the edge. It doesn't appear to be a wedge to me, but I don't know. I just wanted to show you because I did it. I did it. 3 stitches. Isn't it crazy how 3 stitches can throw off an entire project? 1 stitch can throw off an entire project, and that it's the pain that we experience as knitters. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna frog that row, and next time, no, I'm not gonna commit to that. Within the next 2 weeks, I will have at least one of the wedges for clue 3 done. Scout's honor. Is that how you do it? Live long. I don't know. This is another one of the bags that I got for Christmas from my parents. It was Cindy again who made this. If she's selling them somewhere and you guys love them, I'll let you know where they are. But as of right now, I think she just makes them for fun. But isn't it cute? It has the stitch, the knit stitch pattern, and the needles down here, and another nice little. This one isn't the same as the other one. The other one's like heavy duty. This one's just fabric folded over. But I just thought it was so cute. So yeah, that's the last work in progress that I'll show you before the sweater, because guys, I was so close. Let's see. Alrighty. So this is, the pattern is the Wallaby. I'm just going to fix the camera for a minute. Okay, let's go with that. The pattern is called the Wallaby. Let me see if I can find the front of it for you. Okay. So it actually looks like a sweater now. It's not in pieces, which is very exciting. It has... It has the sleeves on it, it has the pocket there, it has that the little V before the neck is there. So this will turn into, I think I still have like, what did we figure out? I think I have 18 more rows to go. So it's going to be a really big V, which is making me a little bit nervous. I don't want it to be like a plunging neckline. which I don't think it will be, but I mean, this is an aggressive V. Look at that. Plus 18 more rows? I mean, we'll see. You guys will obviously see the finished product when he wears it, but I don't know, the V's making me a little bit nervous, but it's really fun and mindless now. It's basically I'm just going back or forward and then backwards. Forward and then backwards, over and over and over and over again. And it's mindless. It's so fun. Now it's so fun, now that I've gotten the hang of it. You can see the lovely decreases around the sleeve hole. Hopefully you can see them. I think you should be able to. It's making a nice little V. Let's see. So all together, I'm really, really enjoying how it's coming out, and it's a really easy knit if you if you read patterns well. I struggle with reading patterns a lot. I think I read them very quickly and I have a hard time stopping to actually think about what the words mean, and I just go. And that has gotten me into trouble almost every single time I've tried to read a pattern for the first time without consulting with my mother before doing it. So I need to get better about that. I think I might just, in general, have a hard time reading knitting patterns. And I don't know why. Maybe it's just lack of experience. I don't know. But she's helped me a lot get this to this place where it actually looks like a sweater. I'm going to show you one more time because I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of my little sweater. My big sweater. Oh my gosh. This is a large. This is an adult large size sweater. So yeah, 18 more rows, and then I think I start on the hood, which is kind of exciting because my mom said it's really fun. So, and then it'll be off my needles. I'm so excited for that day. But so that's how far I got. Thank you to everybody who cheered me on through Instagram when I declared that I was going to make this a goal of mine. I appreciate the cheers. You're the reason that I came this far. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be a New Year's gift. Maybe not. There's really not that many more days left of the year, which is also kind of cool. So those are all my works in progress. Sorry, I'm sitting on the ground, so I do a lot of fidgeting. I can't help it. I don't have any finished objects yet. I'm hoping next year. Well, yeah, I'm hoping next year, aka next week, I'll have something to show you guys finished. Fingers crossed. So I have a lot of acquisitions. I used to call it stash enhancement, and I kind of still do call it stash enhancement, but acquisitions is more appropriate for this haul I'm about to show you because it's not just yarn. It's a lot of yarn related things. Anyway, so for Christmas, I'm going to show you, I got a lot of really fun stuff. Laura of the Fawn and the Fox, or the Fawn Knits podcast, but she has the Fawn and the Fox Etsy shop. She speaks a lot about the book sock architecture, and every time she talked about it, I kept saying, I'm going to get that book, I'm going to get that book, because I'm a very boring sock knitter. I don't really try new things. I kind of do a lot of vanilla socks, a lot of 2x2 ribbing, nothing kind of crazy. Like, she always tries out these cool heels and these toes, and she's really inspired me to kind of branch out and start trying those things. So I told my mom that I really wanted that book for Christmas, and she delivered. So I have no experience working out of this book because I did just get it. Oops, sorry, that's a glare. But I'll document as I go through and write my 2 cents about what I think about certain certain heel patterns or toe patterns or, you know, whatever. But I'm just excited for all of the possibilities. And I haven't knit socks in months. Truly months I haven't knit socks. And I'm all of a sudden getting this itch to start knitting socks with like nice yarn. And I've never knit socks with like a nice yarn. I've always used Patton's Croy, which is great. It's awesome and I love it. But I've never really knit a luxurious pair of socks. So I'm really dying to do that. And I think I'm going to figure out what kind of sock I want to knit through this book. So it's written by Laura Neal. Again, I'm going to have to try and figure out, I hope I can figure out how to flip these words the right way. If I can't, I apologize. I'm not really technologically savvy. I try to be. I fake it really well. Anyway, this was one of my really exciting gifts that I got. I got a scale so that I can start weighing, because I never know, when I have scraps after a project, I never know how much I have. This is a weigh-in digital scale. My mom had said when she ordered this that they were doing, I don't know if this was included in it, but they were doing a really good package deal on Knit Picks. They kind of packaged it together as a holiday bundle and we're selling it. So that I'm really excited about, because I think I can start really labeling my scraps with, you know, how much is there, relabeling it with the colorway, the dyer. That way it's just a little more organized and I can have more information at hand if I've knit a project 9 months ago and now all of a sudden I want to reuse it and I don't know what kind of yarn it is or how much I have. So I think it'll be a cool way to keep an inventory of what I have on hand. So anyway, let's see. So I'm assuming that these were the other two things that she got in that package deal. A ball winder. Oh gosh, there we go. Ball winder, because I don't have any of this stuff, guys. This is all, I always use my mother's, because I'm living with her right now until we move up to Vermont. So I have my own ball winder now. And my own Swift. They're all Knit Picks. And again, I don't have any, haven't even opened them. But I think I'll probably do a blog post on the Swift, the ball winder, maybe just the Swift and the ball winder, just as a quick review to tell you, you know, what I think of it. So keep your eyes peeled. I'll probably use it for about a month before I do that, because I want to see how long, you know, if it can maintain its quality as it's being used. And hopefully it'll get a lot of use. So that was another cool thing that I can say that I now own one. I also received a yarn meter. My mother and I are not 100% sure of what this is. Or maybe she does and we just didn't really talk about it that much. But this is what the box looks like. And actually, now that I think about it, this might have been the third thing that was paired with the Swift and the ball winder. I think this was the third thing. So now I'll kind of show you what it is. And actually, I'm going to put a thread up on the Ravelry page. And if anybody has, I'm sure you all know exactly what this is. I'm just a newbie. But, sorry for the crinkle, paper crinkle. Oh, well now I'm wondering, somebody educate me. Help me learn what this is and how I can most efficiently use it. So I've got this piece. So this is kind of what it looks like. Oh, this light is really, there we go. That's a little bit better. And then I think this gets, this somehow attaches to this. And it's labeled in feet. So I'm wondering if it's just another way of knowing how much yarn you have left after a project. I'm kind of making that assumption just based on what I see. But I don't... Look at this. It looks so beautiful. I just don't even think I would know where to start with it. I think there are... You know what? I actually don't think there are instructions. Look. There are no instructions. So... Educate me, please. Please, if you will. Help me out. It is called a yarn meter. Assuming it helps you count the meters of your yarn. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm excited to have it. Whatever it is. I'm sure it's a very helpful tool that I will really need soon. So... that was another acquisition. Let's see. I got some beautiful yarn for Christmas, which is so exciting. I got my first skein of a Homespun House, her yarn, which I've been like dying for. So these are her beautiful tags. Oh gosh. Yes, go ahead. Oh gosh, maybe you won't be able to see it. The light is not great. It's almost too great. Anyway. It is the birthday cake colorway in her Dale fingering. It's 438 yards, and it is 100% merino. So I need to, oh, there we go. That's a better representation. So I need to think of something so amazing to knit with this because, number one, it smells so good. So, Molly, whatever you use to soak your yarn in, I would love to know, because it smells, I mean, I smell yarn anyway. I think it's kind of a knitter thing. I hope it's a knitter thing, because otherwise I sound really creepy. I smell yarn all the time. It just smells so good. Even if it hasn't been soaked in anything, I think it smells good. So anyway... it's beautiful. It has these beautiful green and pink and purple. It really does remind me of Funfetti birthday cake, which used to be my favorite. Come to think of it, I haven't had it in years, but gorgeous. So I'm super excited about this. I don't think I'll make a pair of socks out of it. I think mainly because there's no nylon in it, and also because it's just such a special, I mean, I love a homespun. I love the podcast anyway, so for me it's kind of a fangirl moment to know that this came from Molly's house. I mean, that's just so cool. Like, Molly knit this, or Molly dyed this. That's so cool. So I want it to be something probably that I would wear around my neck, or maybe a hat. Something that I'm not going to wear on my feet. Though I do think they'd make beautiful socks. So I'm hoping you guys can get a good idea of that. So very excited about that. I also received this skein, and my mom actually, I had never heard of this yarn or this individual before, and I can't believe it because her yarn is gorgeous. It's Trey Liz, and I think on Instagram it's Trey Liz Color is Power. I think that's her handle, something to that effect. Here's her tag. There we go. And again, I hope I can flip the words. If I can't, I'm really sorry. And this is another yarn where it came out of the bag because my mom wrapped all of these in the original packaging. You would not believe the smell. It's like floral with like a really feminine spice. It smells so good. On top of the fact that it is a gorgeous yarn. The colorway is Caramel Swirl. It's 3-ply merino. It's 100 grams. And it's gorgeous. It's so squishy. So squishy. So So I really like it. I'm not sure what I might do just a shawlette. Just a really, we'll see. It smells so good. I wish you guys could smell it. And you can just tell that she takes a lot of, same with Molly. I mean, same with all of the indie dyers that we adore. Just you can tell it takes so much time and care in dyeing her yarn. It's awesome. I'm so excited that my mother introduced her to me because now I follow her on Instagram and she's just very, very inspiring. I went through her feed when I first found her and I was impressed. I was really impressed. So if you guys haven't heard of her, go look her up and order some yarn. Just even if it's just to smell it. It smells so good. So that was my second skein of yarn. My third and last skein of yarn that I got was the Cyborg's Craft Room, which I still haven't done any research on this one, but so their shop is the Cyborg's Craft Room.etsy.com. So she's on Etsy, and then her email address is on here too. But this colorway is called Impromptu Dance Party, which I think is pretty cool. And look it's just so rich with color. And I love it. I just absolutely love it. It's a fingering weight yarn. 75 superwash merino and 25% nylon. 463 yards, so pretty standard. Yeah. I haven't knit with it yet. But again, you can tell just so much care and thought went behind the dyeing of this yarn. So I don't know what I have in store for this. Again, I feel like once I get everything off of the needles and I just have all of my new yarn and my open needles, I'm just gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go buck wild. So you'll be seeing me cast this on soon. That's what I'm saying. My third gift that I got, this one was from my husband, and I'm so excited about it. It's my first ever set of interchangeable needles. I've never used them. I know nothing about them, but I'm going to figure it out, I guess. There's a cool tool here. These are the Addy Turbo clicks. And, you know, for anyone that's watched this before, you know, I love metal needles, and I specifically love Addies. I didn't realize that they didn't have the rockets, which are actually my all-time favorite. We use sock rockets to knit my socks, or my mom and I socks. And they're great. They're really pointy. They're really fast. They don't slow you down. So I ordered these thinking they were rockets, but they're not. They're just the turbos. So I considered returning them, but I like Addies enough that I think I'm going to stick with them, and they're beautiful. So I should have showed you the case first. So they come in this beautiful leather case. It has the Addy click, that's what it says. And you open it up. They're all magnetic snaps. So you open them up and you can see all the cords are right here. And then your little tool, which I'm assuming this is what you use to put the needles on and off the cords, is right there. They also give you this awesome needle gauge, which I don't have one of these yet, so this is super valuable to me. I'm really excited about that. And then you get all of these needles, which to me, this looks like a massive set of needles. It goes from size 4s to size 15s. 4s to 15s. That's a lot of needles. So I'm excited. The next cast on that I do after I get Justin's sweater off the needles will be cast on with these, because I'm dying to try them out. And this, like the Swift and the Ball Winder, I also want to do a review on, just for fun, just for anyone that's curious and happens to value my opinion. So, yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll let you guys know via Twitter and Instagram when I post the reviews. Again, I think it'll be, well, for this it'll be probably when I'm halfway through whatever project it is that I cast on with these. I'll write a review halfway through, and then I'll write, you know, like a conclusion or a follow-up once I'm done with that project. So, super excited to try these out. So those were all of my acquisitions. It was quite a bit. I was so excited. Christmas morning was like knitting heaven for me. So, anyway, I'm going to move this stuff back here. Alright, so that's all the stuff and the knitting that I have to show you, but I did want to take a little bit of time to talk about, for lack of a better term, community events or community things that are going on, aka knit-alongs, that kind of stuff. So it's really hot in here, but I'm wearing a shirt that really isn't very pretty, so I figured I'd let you guys see this, but now I'm sweating. So community events. My good friends, our good friends, I always say our, I don't want you to think that I have an imaginary friend that I'm talking about. Whenever I talk about knitting, I always say the word our because my mom and I are kind of a team, we're like a power team. She's my knitting buddy, so I don't want you to think I'm crazy. When I say our, I mean Sue and myself. So, our good friends, Debbie and Amy, are doing this awesome giveaway. I have all the details written down. That's why I keep looking over to the corner. Again, don't want you to think I'm crazy. I am crazy, but not that crazy. So, Debbie and Amy. Debbie is Debbie S. Reese on Instagram, and Amy is Inked Indigo, for anybody that would like to go follow them. And I'll put their names up here so you guys can go find them. They're really cool. They're so fun. We love them so much. So they have a group, Periscoping Sisters on Ravelry, which you should go and join because they're hilarious and great and super talented, great knitters. But they're doing a traveling unicorn. How cool is that? So they basically, I think they bought this. It's a felted unicorn. Everybody meet Gabby. Oh, she's getting washed out a little bit. So this is Gabby. This is her mane right now. She has 1, 2, 3, 4 pops of color on her. Oh, there, now you can see her colors a little bit better. Isn't she the sweetest thing you've ever seen? Her little... She's just the sweetest. So Debbie and Amy got this from Andy of Andre Sue Knits, the Andre Sue Knits podcast, and she's also Andre Sue Knits on Instagram as well. I believe they got this from her daughter Abigail, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm like 99% sure that that's where you got it from. So they're basically going to take Gabby and have her travel all around the world, and everybody that receives Gabby puts a skein of yarn on her mane or her tail from one of their favorite projects or just one of their favorite yarns that they enjoy. And then you write in the journal that accompanies Gabby your contact information, what the yarn was, what the project was that you used it for. Actually, I have the journal here too. I'm going to put Gabby. Oh, you can't see her. She's out of the frame. I'm going to put her right there for now. You still can't see her. Oh well. So you will also get this journal if you decide to sign up for this. And to sign up to receive Gabby, you have to go to the Periscoping Sisters group that I just mentioned on Ravelry, and just go to the thread. I believe, what is it called? It's called the Traveling Unicorn Sign Up Thread. Pretty straightforward. So go to the thread, sign up, read the details. I'm sure that they have all the details laid out there. And it is going to go international, so make sure you're comfortable shipping internationally. I do think there's like a 3-day time limit because we don't want, you know, Gabby getting lost anywhere or being held hostage, which my mother has threatened before. So we do still have her. But anyway, I think there's like a 3 or 4 day time limit between receiving her and sending her back out. This is the journal that you'll get that will accompany Gabby. And basically all the instructions of what you need to do are right there. You tape your yarn in. So this is Amy's, Debbie's, my mom's, and then mine. So you take the yarn in that you adorned Gabby with, and you fill out the information, and it's kind of cool. So this says, to the person who gets me in September of 2016. So September 2016, it needs to go back to Amy. The reason for that is we want Gabby to attend Rhinebeck with Amy. And then then Gabby will go back out and she'll start traveling again. I'm talking about her like she's a real unicorn. Like unicorns are real. They are real. So that's kind of it. If you want to participate, it's really fun. It's just a cool way to kind of, you know, read about other knitters and see all of the different yarns, and it's just cool. I think it's really fun. So if you're up for it and you think that you can, you know, get her and pass her on in a good amount of time, go over there, because we're having so much fun with Gabby. We took some pictures, we put them on our Instagram. She's beautiful, and she will be even more beautiful when she arrives at your home. So go over there and check it out. So that's the first community thing that I wanted to talk about, and the other two are from my mom's Ravelry page. They're Knit24. Her Ravelry page is Knit24's fan group. So if you go into the group, search that, you'll find her. She's doing Sue's Santa Socks knit along. I don't know that there's a deadline to finish, but the cast on date was Christmas Eve, which coincided with Danny of Little Bobbins Knits, her knit along that she was doing, which was LBK Christmas Eve Socks 2015. I know there will be prizes for my mom's. I'm assuming there will be prizes for Danny's, like 99% sure. But you can do both. I mean, feel free to double dip. I'm pretty sure that's been okay. I don't know what the prizes are yet for Mom's, but she'll tell you. Again, go follow her on Periscope. She is awesome, and she'll give you all the details, and I'm sure she'll be sharing the giveaways and all of that kind of stuff. I didn't cast on socks on Christmas Eve. I don't know why I didn't. I think I just have so much on my needles right now that putting another thing on my needles is just going to be too much pressure. And I think I know myself well enough that I would just have flopped. I don't want to flop. So, but like I said, I am itching to cast on a pair, so if I do it within the next week, I might sneak in there. And another one that she's doing, which I definitely want to do, but I haven't cast on yet because I don't have the yarn yet, is a Hohi along. So Hohi Locatelli is, I believe, her last name, just released the Authentic collection, which is basically a collection of her newest sweater, hat, shawl. I think there are mittens in there, just a whole collection of patterns, and they're beautiful. And so to kind of support her and to kind of spread the word about how wonderful her designing is, Mom has started a Hohi along. So it's basically knitting any of Hohi's patterns, and the cast on date was the 26th of December, so yesterday. And I don't know when the deadline to finish that is, but that will be another one with giveaways. And I'm definitely going to be joining that one, and I might even be doing the same sweater as my mom because I think it's beautiful. She's doing the lemongrass, I think it's called the lemongrass pattern, and it's this beautiful cable down the front, and it splits on the sides. It looks so awesome. So I think I'm gonna cast that on soon. Because I need to knit a sweater for myself. If I knit one for Justin, I think I need to have well, not a matching one, but I should probably have knit a sweater for myself as well. So that's going to be my reward for getting his sweater off my needles. So yeah, those are the 3 things that I can really say that I know enough about to promote. So yeah, go check those out. And if I missed a detail or you have more questions about them, feel free to either, put it in the comments below or direct message me on Instagram or email me, Ravelry message me, and I'll be happy to respond. I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty quick at responding. So, yeah, I think that's about it, guys. I'm still kind of feeling my way around this podcasting thing, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the content that I'm providing. I'm hoping that I will find a space that's a little more permanent. I'm kind of just shifting around the house as space becomes available still, and hoping the lighting's okay, and there's not much production quality yet, but I don't know. I'm hoping it'll get there. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Have a great new year. I'll see you guys all in 2016. Be safe. Be kind. Debbie and Amy always say that because Ellen says it. So be kind, and Happy New Year. I'll see you later. Bye.